Hey guys, welcome to Bring a Trailer Recap. It is Monday the 5th, 2022, and today what we're going to do is Will and I are going to go over the vehicles that are going to be ending today, kind of pick out some, talk about what we think in regards to price point, and at the end of the video we will showcase what it sells for. Right now we're going to scroll through. We haven't looked at the vehicles, so we're going to pick this as we go through the actual website. So it's bringatrailer.com. Obviously, Will shoots all the photos for our Bring a Trailer listing, so he's going to be able to give us some insight on that. And I kind of cherry pick the cars. We've got Ralph in the background, so he can give us some insight too whenever he needs to. So what I'm seeing right now, we've got some Porsches, a Datsun. So the first thing I'm seeing in regards to photography is that Datsun. That picture is amazing.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
And then the Porsche, it's like they just pulled it out of a warehouse and took the pictures right there.
And that is a not so good shot.
So let's go over the Datsun. That ends in an hour and 2 minutes. It's a 1970 240Z Series 1.
That was the first of the S30 chassis.
Okay.
It's got a L24. It should.
It's in California.
L24.
It was finished in Safari Gold over black vinyl upholstery.
I like that color.
Yeah, that is signature. Oh, the interior seats are right.
Super clean.
14-inch wheels.
38,000 miles.
This looks like it's fully restored. Oh yeah, wow. 151 horsepower. They've got the stamping, so that's a big deal. So if you're gonna sell something on here, I think stamping's, that's like the first thing anybody asks for.
Yeah, and if it's painted over, they'll ask you to sand it down.
Correct. Look at the underside of this thing.
That is beautiful.
Oh, there we go. That's why it looks like that.
Oh yeah, full frame off.
Yep. Oh, this is the one, this is the Z collection. So this is what you were talking about. They've got a total of 6 Zs that they're selling all together this week. Look how many comments, 109 comments, that's pretty rare.
But this is the only yellow one.
Yeah. Let's see how the attention to detail is. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the shots came out really good. This is a very well presented car. This is how you'd want to present your vehicle when putting it up on Bring a Trailer.
362 photos.
See?
I think that's what brings this, look, it's bid to 90,000 right now. That's the reason it's bid to 90,000.
I don't see
they've got
anything wrong with this car, really.
No, I wonder if they have a video of it.
But at 90K.
Oh, and they have a book documenting. So Vintage Car Connections, actually, who restored it. Those guys are very well known, and they actually have a certificate for it.
That's a high ticket.
I think 90,000 is probably the
item to have.
That's the highest I've ever seen a 240Z bid to.
Yeah, but it still has an hour left.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to go to? Think it's got another 50 in it?
I'm looking through here. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of pictures.
It's a lot of pictures, a lot of documentation. So those are two things you really want to look at when you're buying a car and Bring a Trailer. You want to see as much documentation as you can get.
You can see all the commenters talking about how nice it is, and then their historic stories on when they had one.
That's one of my favorite things about Bring a Trailer is, when you're going through the comments, there's always that guy that has a really cool memory of the car that's for sale, and he's got like a half-page long story, and it's some of the coolest stuff you'll read all day.
Yeah. There's also
and it brings a lot of interest to the car because, the nostalgia aspect.
Yeah, did you ever see there's one guy that like writes a story for every single listing. So
Really?
He makes up like a over dramatized story, and then that's how he has all of his likes.
Isn't that didn't he do that with our 69?
Yeah.
The Eldorado, the gold one? With Aunt May.
Yes.
And then it turned out.
And it turned out it was actually, there was an Aunt May, and we posted a picture of it.
Yeah,
So this is bid to 90,000. It has an hour left. Honestly, when it's something this nice, this is going to be well above what the market value is. I think that this is going to, I think someone's going to buy the whole collection, but I think that this should do, I think 125,000.
I think it'll pop up because, especially being 90K, there's still an hour left, that last 2 minutes.
Yep.
Now, for the people that don't know, the last 2 minutes, if somebody bids, it resets the timer back to 2 minutes to keep people from swooping in and sniping the bid at the last second. It gives somebody an opportunity to rebuttal with their bid, and that last 2 minutes could last an hour.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's the fun part is at the end. You know, I always try to be there when our auctions end, and it always turns into, I'll be there in 10 minutes, and it turns into 45 minutes and people commenting, and we're just trying to have fun. We've been giving away Hooters calendars lately.
Oh yeah, that's that was a good little addition to our sales.
So I think 120 is going to be the number on this. What do you think?
I say you're close. Probably 120, 125.
Okay,
I think that would be where we're at.
All right, let's keep going down here. We've got Ford Focus RS. I'm not going to click on it, but that's one of the coolest car. Okay, I'll click on it. That I actually had one of these. I bought this from John Ligenfelter, and it's 350 horsepower, 350 torque, all-wheel drive, 6-speed manual. The only issues with this car would be the head gaskets, and they were under warranty, so hopefully this was done. This was a cool car.
I really like those cars. I mean,
I couldn't fit in the bolsters.
They dominate the hot hatch.
Yeah, this is
segment.
The top hot hatch.
Between this and the Golf R.
Yeah, and the Golf R is better, I think, because of the transmission.
Well, it's a Volkswagen.
So this has a window sticker, but on all these auctions, they actually show if it has a car, like a clean Carfax. This one does have damage history. The mileage is 67,000 miles. Ooh, that's a lot of miles.
That's a little up there for such a new car.
I would say that this should be like a $27,000 car.
Yeah, I think we're reaching the peak of the bids around 22, so I think you're about right there in the 25K range.
I like it. Let's see what else we got for today. Look at the camper bus. That's cool.
Oh, check out the Woody.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right, so it's a 76 Plymouth Fury Sport Suburban.
Yeah.
Wood side paneling. Gotta love it.
Oh, that's classy.
That thing is ready to
Vantage
cruise.
Auto is selling it. That's a good seller on here. Oh, look at the glass. Looks like it's tinted in the rear.
The car looks really well. I'm not a huge fan of...
Oh, look at the interior.
That is super cool. I'm not a huge fan of the photos right in front of the dealership.
Yeah,
like
that's...
that, but I mean...
There's nothing wrong with dealers. Like, we're a dealer. But you gotta bring it... I think bringing it to somewhere where you can really showcase the colors is a big deal. The underside does show wear, but remember, this is a driver for somebody. So these are great drivers for family. It has a CB radio, so I'm instantly sold.
Do you think that's corduroy?
I don't know. It says it has cloth with tan vinyl seats, so I don't think it's corduroy. It has air condition, AM, FM stereo, CB radio, and cruise control.
Dude, that thing is road trip ready.
The underside does show a little bit of surface wear. I would say that I would have cleaned that up a little bit better, but you're showing it exactly as it is. There's a VIN tag, and then big deal I think for when you're listing on Bring a Trailer is they have a video, so you can actually hear it start up. That's what someone's going to ask you.
Drive around, you know.
All right, let's see.
When you're buying a car sight unseen like that, it's beneficial to have these walk around videos because
and all it takes is an iPhone. They're filming it. They're showing like how the exhaust sounds. I think this is well presented. And
very well presented.
Right now it's bid to $10,900. It has an hour and 10 minutes left.
That is a steal.
I think that's all I would pay, but I think that it probably is worth more. They're talking about, so in the comments, which is great, people can ask what works. And
there's some things that we haven't noticed because we haven't gone through all the photos and watched the video, but apparently there's an issue with the gas gauge float and a couple other little minor things.
Let's
AC
see.
Compressor kicks on, but it's not going
working.
warm, so it just probably needs a recharge.
Someone just wrote, "That's tacky, love it," and the vintage CB is cool. That's exactly what I thought. It's not tacky. That's period correct. So I would say that I'm a $12,000 final bid price.
I'd pay $15,000 for that.
Would you?
Just because it's so kooky and cool.
Yeah.
Like, I think that the tacky that's a draw to me.
Yeah. And the CB radios, I'm a sucker for those.
Oh yeah. breaker.
Let's see what else. Look at that.
Oh,
It's got a 3.8 turbocharged motor in it, so it's got a Grand National motor or a Turbo Buick motor in it.
And an old Studebaker.
Let's see. Oh, they've got the EV Hummer. So these were bringing around $225,000, $250 right when they came out. This is This has 1,100 horsepower, electronic horsepower,
Crab walk.
and it does a crab walk. It's basically a new car, so
Well, a lot of people, what they do is they'll pre-order these before they even launch, and then as soon as they get it,
make a profit.
they sell it off and make a profit.
I think they're going to stop that though. So the
I think
Z06 is coming out, and they're making you hold it for a
GM
year.
is doing that. They're putting a kibosh on that and keep people from doing the same thing.
This thing's brand new. I think this will do like 190, 200 because the market is about 20% down as of, I would say, October, November. I saw the market change completely. And you guys can also do your research and look on the sale results and what they were selling for several months before. Let's see what else. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
I'll let you choose.
Oh, wait. Well, that's a tough one between the RX-7 and the NSX. That's
NSX?
All
Okay.
right. I mean, that's JDM.
It's actually
superheroes right there.
This is 2 year ago price point right now. It's 60,000. Let's see if it's. Yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap.
But
And
then we
it's
go into the
in
BAT
Ohio.
Essentials because 41,000 miles.
5-speed.
It is a 5-speed, so it's an NA1.
Yeah. So
It's a
when did
3
the
liter.
6-speed come out?
That came out for the NA2, I believe,
Okay.
which is the facelifted version of this with the 3.2 liter instead of a 3 liter. And it had the fixed headlights instead of the pop-up headlights. But I'm a big fan. I appreciate the NA1s with the pop-ups because that's just iconic.
Oh wow, the interior is really nice.
I remember around the corner from my grandma's house I used to go to after school, there was a lawyer's office, and he had a red NSX, and he'd park it right out in front, right on Commercial Boulevard.
Woody?
And it was the coolest thing. I mean, I didn't know what it was. You know,
It's a rocket.
I was 6, 7 years old, but
I can see why the price point at 60 now. So it had a major accident. So all these auctions have the Carfax report. Last reported odometer is 40,000, so it's within reason. Severe damage with another vehicle front end.
how it looked like a rear end or it went into a tree.
Yeah, it doesn't say, but that's going to definitely hinder the value. That's why we thought it was such a deal. And it could still be a deal if it was correct, if it was rebuilt correctly.
Yeah, if it was fixed properly.
There's not really much up there. You know, when you take that bonnet, when you open it, you can take a plastic piece off and you can see the road.
And then yeah,
It's completely open. So you could damage it easily too. This photo right here in front of the house.
oh, that's
That'll
cool.
do.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like the artistic pictures like that with the light painting and all.
Yep, and you can see it's a private individual. It's in front of their house. Would you buy from a private or dealer?
Ooh, now see, that's a good question. Probably I'd be more inclined to get from a dealer because they're not trying to sell just the one car. They're like
Yeah.
they're not gonna like bite their tongue on certain questions just because they're trying to get that car unloaded. Like they're gonna be as honest and upfront with you just so they don't have to deal with the hassle on the back end.
I like to buy from individuals because then we can sell it through the dealership and have all the info.
Well, see, that would be the difference.
Yeah.
You're buying to sell, and if I was buying, it'd be in my garage.
That's true. Very true. Let's go to one more, and we're going to close off this session, and we will post up the results here so you guys can see if we were close or not.
Where do you think that NSX is going to go to?
I think that honestly, I think that 60 is kind of high for something with an accident like that. It has low miles. I would venture to say 65. That's it, honestly. And what I've seen now is, used to be a year ago on Bring a Trailer, the current bid would be really low until the last, I'd say 30 minutes, and then it would spike up 20, 30,000. That's not the case anymore. People are actually putting their bid in because there's so many cars that are going across the auction block. They want to be able to hold their position or remind themselves that, hey, I've got a bid here. So why not just put the value that you want to bid to it immediately and go from there? These guys have reserves. You know where you want to be. Just bid where you want to be. One more car, and then we're done for the day. Ooh, look at that picture.
All right. And we just recently sold one of these. Dodge Ram SRT 10. It's got the V10 Viper motor in it.
Where do you think it is with that picture? I think that's Michigan.
It definitely looks
I haven't scrolled down yet. I
like
don't know.
Detroit.
Yeah. It's in New York. I'm still here.
Way off.
That's a Night Runner, so they made 400 of these. This would be a Viper-powered, 6-speed manual, super truck. So this is the fastest production truck that they produced until the Shelby Super Snake, I believe. 500 horsepower. Oh, it's clean.
It is super clean, 13,000 miles. And
Doesn't have the tech
this is
package.
one of my favorite trucks. It drives like a regular car. You could daily drive that thing.
Yeah.
It snaps necks. Very few people know what they even are. I had a guy. Remember when I dropped off our customer and I used the red one?
Yeah.
Drop him off. I had a guy pull up next to me in a Scat Pack, and he's like, "Oh, what's that SRT10 mean?" And I'm like, "It's got a Viper motor." He's like, "Oh, no way."
Yeah, not a lot of people know. You have to be a car guy. I'm looking at the pictures. They look really good. They're showing all the tires. The brakes look good. They're not worn out. And I think those are aftermarket brakes because I don't remember them
being that big.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a big truck, so you need a lot of braking power to stop that
I think
thing.
it's upgraded brakes. Wow. And then they've got video. So you've got a video walk around, which is nice. I would say that this should be a $60,000 truck when it ends.
It's at 50.
With the mileage. Yeah.
I would venture.
Do you think we're there?
I'm gonna be a little more generous.
Really?
I would say probably 70, 75.
Well, we'll find out. All right. Well, let's see what the final results are. And whoever loses, how about this? We have to take some hot sauce.
Do a shot of hot sauce?
Just a shot. All right. Down. Let's do it. All right. It's final price time. We're going to spice it up a little bit. We've got El Pique Rican hot sauce with Carolina Reapers, onions, vinegar, salt, Carolina X Reaper extract. And the reason this is here is whoever loses on the final sale number, bid number, has to take a dab of it. Let's start off with the 1970 Datsun 240Z. This car was unreal. It was being sold by Prancing Horse, and they did an unbelievable job listing it up. It actually sold for, drum roll, Will, $165,000. So I think this just shows you when something is restored to such an exceptional quality, just like this 240Z, there is no price you can pay for it in regards to a collector.
It's worth whatever someone's willing to pay.
Yeah, and there was 5 guys at the end. When you look down at the comments, there were actually 5 big bidders going. They were doing knockout punches, like $5,000 bids to try to win. But that's I believe that's a world record, 165 for a 240Z. There's 5 more left that'll be going across. Let's go to the next one. So right now, we both lost on that really bad. I bid 120. You said 125.
So I was closest.
You were closest. Yes, you were. I lost on that. Okay, 2016 Ford Focus RS. This was being sold by Johnny F. Looks like a private individual. This is a great car. It sold for $26,250. I was guessing 27. Will guessed
25.
25. So we were right within the realm. I mean,
you're closest.
Yep.
By $250.
Yes.
All right, we're tied.
Okay. The next one is your favorite one. It's the 76 Plymouth Fury Sport Wagon. Oh man, I got dominated.
Look at that.
So this is being sold by Vantage Auto. These guys are great sellers. They sell a lot of cars. 113 comments, which is great. That's usually whenever it's a quirky car, you get a lot of comments, and that's the fun of it. Sold for $14,500. So Will won that one. I was at 12 grand.
I went to 15.
Yeah, you were right on the money on that.
It's just so unique that somebody was going to be interested.
So there's a 5% fee up to $100,000 on Bring a Trailer. So that's a cool cap. So basically, you spend $100,000, your max fee from Bring a Trailer is $5,000. So basically, this one you're right over $15,000. Good deal. EV Hummer. Ooh man, whoever bought this for over MSRP and tried to make a profit probably wasn't a happy camper.
They were not happy.
$173 was the final sale price on this. I was at 200. Will was at 190.
Oh no! Did I win again?
Yes, Will is winning right now.
Now, mind you guys, I'm going up against a professional here. He's got how many years in this game?
Over 13 years.
Over 13 years. I've been here a little over 1 year. He has 13 years. I have 13 months.
Maybe this is a play on you for the next round.
Ooh.
So 173,000. Obviously, the market is definitely cooling for this. JT Cars 76 was selling it. It looks like this is the only car he's ever sold. So it was a private individual or a first-time seller here. It should say it. Private party.
Private party.
Okay. Next one was this is a cool car. 41,000 mile. 93 Acura NSX 5-speed. That was a N1 or what is it?
NA1. Yes.
NA1. It sold for 60,000, and that's just because of the accident history. I think that this had low mileage, a really nice interior, presented well. It was sold by Chatham, and Chatham is a private party as well. So we chose a lot of. I think we only had 2 dealers really.
But the SRT10 might be a dealer.
He's actually sold quite a few cars. He does like Mercedes.
Older Mercedes.
Yeah, very cool. So 60,000. I was thinking 65. What was your number on that?
I think I said 75, but I didn't. The accident got me.
Well, oh well.
So now we're tied.
I guess we're tied right now. Final one. 16,000 mile Dodge SRT10 Night Runner. It sold for 50,500. This was an exceptional write-up, and all the pictures were really nice.
Yeah, that was a great listing. That was a real good listing, presented very well, and I think somebody got the deal of the year with that.
You know who's got the coolest name ever is the seller.
The Dude Abides.
Very cool. He sold. Let's see how many things he sold.
You're Lebowski. I'm the dude.
Oh, he sold a lot of stuff. 259 listings. This guy knows what he's doing on here. So I hope he made a good profit on it. Basically, it looks like I think you lost here from the tally.
Wow.
Let me open this up.
Oh.
If you guys like this content, we're going to try to do this once a month. We'll pick out just a couple of cars that are going to go across Bring a Trailer or other auction formats, and let you see what we think about it. And you guys can leave comments below and tell us what you thought it should sell for, if you thought we were completely wrong. Also, we do a podcast about once a month in regards to vehicles and how to buy them or what to look out for. And that's going to help you make a decision if you're going to bid on here or if you're going to buy a car from us. It's your turn, Will.
Oh, man. Well.
Be gentle. Be gentle.
See you on the other side.
Oh my God, not that much. Okay, guys, like and subscribe. See you later. See you in hell, buddy. Why did you do so much? It's supposed to be a drop.
I thought I was doing a shot.
Oh no!
Oh my God.